Greetings everyone, this is Derek Ong with a new video on my SPSS channel. Now a lot of people have been asking me to do a mediation and moderation video that doesn't require the process macro, and hence I'm doing this video using the Barron and Kenny method. Now I'm going to be talking about the mediation in this video, and then on another video I'll be looking at the moderation. So if you want to know about Barron and Kenny, basically Barron and Kenny has a website that talks about how to do the Barron and Kenny mediation method, which is basically looking at total effects and causal effects, and you can watch and read this on my on the link. So when you click on the link, you will see it there. And for this video, I'm going to be focusing on the example where you look at intrinsic motivation and intrinsic motivation becomes a factor that influences satisfaction with service quality as a mediator. So the first thing we've got to do is to make sure that we do two kinds of regression, where we're going to put the first regression, which is the intrinsic and extrinsic measurement extrinsic motivation, as the IVs for the DV, which is satisfaction, and then we're going to layer that on with the service quality, which is the mediation, on top of the direct interaction, direct relationship, which is intrinsic and extrinsic. So let's begin with going to our analysis, straight on to regression, linear. So our dependent variable will be satisfaction, and the first block of course will be intrinsic and extrinsic. Click on next and then put in the serve qual, which is the next block. Under the statistics part, make sure you've got the estimates, R-squared change. You don't really need the collinearity diagnostics, but you can put it in if you want to, and just press continue and then press OK. Now what you'll be seeing here is two regressions. The one of the regressions, as you can see, both regressions are significant, but what is more important is to look at the coefficient. If you can see the first block, which is the extrinsic and intrinsic and extrinsic, both these variables are significant at 5% level, with the satisfaction as the dependent variable. And then if you notice in the next level, when you add on the serve qual, you notice that now extrinsic and intrinsic becomes insignificant. Now this means that there is mediation happening. So if these two become still significant, but the t values are lesser, then it is partial mediation. But if it becomes insignificant, then this is what we call full mediation. So in this case, we have a case of full mediation. And of course, if you notice that serve qual is a significant factor for the DV, which is satisfaction. Now I'm just going to do something different here. I'm just going to do a quick regression between, just going to reset all this, between the satisfaction and the serve qual. Now notice here that if you look at this now, this is very, very significant. And then, if you put in the regression, actually you're supposed to put in serve qual, I'm so sorry. Yeah, if you put in serve qual as your dependent, intrinsic and extrinsic, now if this becomes significant, then you will see that serve qual subsumes the effects of both extrinsic and intrinsic, and hence that's why you notice that it becomes insignificant when the mediator is added in. So we'll see that now. So if you look at the coefficient, both extrinsic and intrinsic are significant towards surf qual. Hence, therefore, if you introduce surf qual as a mediator, it will subsume the effects of both extrinsic and intrinsic. And how you report this is very important. You would probably have to report it this way. Now, what you need to do is to make sure that you show the beta without the mediation. This is the beta with the mediation, which is negative 0.87, 0.148. And then when you add on without the SQ, which is the direct mediation, where you see this, yeah, the t-stats, right? The beta, which is 0.397 and 0.192. That's where you have 0.397 and 0.192. And then, of course, the beta with the SQ, negative 0.087 and 0.148. That's where you see here negative 0.87 and 0.148. That's with the surf qual. And then, of course, for the surf qual, 0.553, IM2 surf qual 0.269 and 0.233. You will obviously need to put those in as well. So you have the 0.533, which is surf qual, to your IM, and then make sure you do your this, the IM to SQ 0.269 and 0.033, which we did in this particular one, 0.269 and 0.033. Okay, and so with the Baron-Kenny method, this shows that there's full mediation when SQ is introduced as a mediator, which subsumes the effects of the intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. So thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please do email me or message me on YouTube. Thank you.